Okay, the lesson for today is on working with units. Now, just to review, a unit is what the number 1 represents. For example, in 30 feet, the unit is feet. When we're talking, if we say 30 feet, what does it mean? What is 1? If 30 is 30 feet, then what is 1? 1 is 1 foot. And don't be too concerned about foot and feet sort of represent the same unit. As another example, in 45 miles an hour, the units are miles per hour. Not the miles or the hours, but combined, miles per hour. Also, the word per means divided by. So we can write this as a fraction. 45 miles per hour is 45 miles divided by hours, which we can put the number out front, remember, because 45 times miles over hour is really 45 is 45 over 1. We multiply the tops, we multiply the bottom. That would put the 45 up top. So this kind of makes it clear that the number part is the 45, the units part is miles over hour. The key to units is this. You can only add and subtract numbers with the same unit. I believe we've talked about this already. So, for example, 3 apples plus 5 apples is 8 apples, but 3 apples plus $5 is not 8 of anything. If you have 3 apples and $5, you have 3 apples and $5. I mean, I guess you could say you have 8 things, but no. You just can't add things with different units. That's why you can add x's to x's, but not x's to x squareds, or x's to y's, or anything like that. Finally, let's say we do one more example. Let's say we're given a word problem, and it says, Kim makes $50,000 a year, and Amy makes $70,000 a year, and blah, 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 blah. Wait, you didn't quite catch it. Well, here's the thing. If we look at the numbers, we have $50,000 per year, and we have $70,000 per year. The thing is, these two numbers have exactly the same units, and this means we can add or subtract. Now, because I didn't actually listen to the question, I tuned out at the very end of the problem, blah, 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 I don't know if the answer is to add or subtract. But the possible answers, there's really basically 2 possible answers to this question. It could be $20,000 a year, I'll say dollars per year, or $120,000 a year. In other words, it depends on whether the question is saying how much do they make together, in which case the answer is $120,000 per year, or how much more does Amy make than Kim? That would be $20,000 a year. So you can't really totally tune out of a word problem. You need to actually pay attention to what they're asking. But my point is, if the units are the same, it's probably going to be adding the numbers or subtracting the numbers most of the time. And what I'm trying to talk about here is rough rules of thumb to explain how to figure out certain word problems.